matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the San Francisco 49ers. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table, and you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season, because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains, didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From just shy of midfield, Love escaping the pressure right. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Love from the gun. And Sharp calls it in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. On play action, Love to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked by Tarvarius Moore. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Ready.
A little jet sweep to start the drive.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something?
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down in distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw now, here's Love.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Love. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Palardy now on to punt as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
From the 27,
Lance gets it out wide to Davis Price.
and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
The Niners at 12-3 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
No score after one on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Lance.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And this one is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Now Lance.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Now Lance again. Able to find Gray here. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
That's Samuel, caught left side. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Lance. This is caught. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because measuring stick game, because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Love. On the slant, this is Chark. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off usually after about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. And that is incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
This is taken at the 15. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games, because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Lance on target to Samuel for a Niner first. Here's Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, When they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Off the play fake, Love. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Here we go.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal.
Barkley will take it in for the Giants touchdown.
So the previous pass interference call put the ball at the 1-yard line, and then they stick it in on the very next play.
And I love the play call right there. After you get the pass interference call, you've got a defense that's discombobulated a little bit, right? They're protesting the call, upset about what happened. Go right at them. Run the football, and the defense acquiesces, and the ball ends up in the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First down, and they go right back to Davis Price.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 38, Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk,
62 yards.
and the 49ers have taken the lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, You can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A first down carry for Barkley, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch out, left.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll send the tight end in motion left. 3rd and 2. Love with it. He's got Bellinger. And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And that will be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
13 yards the tally on the return there. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half, seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Let's go. Go set.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Here's Michael Palardy now as he's on to punt for New York. That's taken on the 25. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
2nd down, and again it's Davis Price.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Davis Price on 1st and 10.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
From midfield, here's Lance.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun. Love. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Giants have got it back to within a score.
Gano for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there's a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A big kick that time, 52 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Giants.
Kadarius Toney, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Giants have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Takes it at the 7. And able to get this out to the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Black shot. Yellow, go. Blue, black.
The slot man in motion right.
Red, cycle. Hustle. Ready.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Right side, and he finds Gray. And he is going to have the 49ers 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And
Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
And Lance now to throw. Drops this underneath for Davis Price. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On the double. Right kick.
Davis Price up the middle. And there to make the tackle, Jonathan Abram.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
On play action, Lance.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here we go.
They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot.
To throw, it's Lance.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Okay, right.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Love. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Come on, set. Go red. Watch it, sit. Go on red. Ultra. Go ultra.
Barkley, inside handoff. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Go pitch. Black ultra.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. That's complete to Slayton. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Ready.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Love. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play. That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that
play.
In his own end zone, it's Lance. And his throw here's incomplete. Looking for Danny Gray that time, but now it'll be 3rd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw from his end zone, Lance. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10.
Got it. Right, 97. Ready.
The pitch goes to Barkley, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Here we go. Set. Ultra.
Catch made by Slayton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Touchdown! From 17 yards out.
And the Giants have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Extra point try good by Gano. And they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Lance back to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Now Lance. Open man is Ayuk, complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Lance looking to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Yellow, go!
Here's Lance. And this pass caught by Gray.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Ready, set!
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw.
Looking for Gray and finding him once again.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They